Hello there, great person, and welcome back to Let's Watch some Attack on Titan stuff. So after I'm done finishing with the show, took some weeks off to think about it more, and I still love it. Still love the ending. For me, it was perfect. But now we get into what I owe you. I owe you the openings and the endings of basically all of season 4. So I did react to the opening once in episode 1, but I never looked at the lyrics. So today we just watch all the openings. I think it's 4 for each part, like part 1, 2, and the 2 movies. So we'll just see how it goes. And of course, in the comments from this time onward, you can, of course, throw off spoilers around because I won't get spoiled. And when I release this on YouTube, people who watched along with me will also not get spoiled anymore because they also finished it now. So, without further ado, let's get into the openings of Attack on Titan Season 4 and have some fun. And yeah, let's see what we get.
Doch ich frag mich, wer wir sind.
So we do start with, I do think opening 6. It's the one with the birds and the nuclear warheads going off. I will, of course, mute it for you, but I myself will, of course, also listen to it and have some fun with it. Because, you know, I did see it, but let's recap it. Let's go. I like the blood on the, oh yeah. Yeah, the war. It's such a sad marching song. It fits very well, though. And the dead birds, because war does not make you free, it closes you. I like the colors as well. Don't know, life trying to get through again, even though everything's getting fucked left and right. Yeah, this imagery. This is where Eldia is heading in the end. I like the symbolism with the zeppelins and the birds. Perhaps even teasing Falco, of course. Yeah, the nukes going off. And they are 30 years away from developing nukes, by the way, in the show. So, like about 30 to 50 years. Yeah. And then the rain fell. Look at that. Looks a bit like like after a pyroclastic storm as well. So let's actually go to the lyrics. It looked like because I already went through it. I wouldn't go through it frame by frame, I think, because it's basically war imagery, and like I said, it's like a pyroclastic storm, and like when a volcano erupts and there's like this ash cloud that like just covers you in ash and freezes you in the position you're in, and they find sometimes people that were frozen by heat, like from Vesuvius. So yeah, so the lyrics are a lot of la baba ria zarastira rasta rastira. That really sounds like a chant, but I don't know what it means. Let's actually go to the long version. Let's start a new life from the darkness until the light reveals the end. Fear, hatred, sorrow, desperation, even you look miserable. Look down from above, I feel awful. The time has come, let's all go home. Sinister faces, growing curses. This is my last war. I do think it's Falco. That just sounds like Falco. Something Falco would say. Falco really was one of the best people. I don't think he was a good person, but he was very close to it. I do think the only good person in the show we had was Mr. Braus, actually. So, you know, I see some images here, but I'm not gonna get distracted. So, yeah. because this even you look miserable, I do think that's something he would tell Gabi. Because he thinks she's beautiful, but he's like, in this trench, you covered in mud, the horror on your face and the ideology, you look like shit. You look miserable, you know? And then this is my last war as well, like the hope for future, yeah. Angels playing disguised with devils' faces. I don't know what that is referring to. Because I would have expected the reverse. Angels playing disguised with devils' faces. It might mean that Eren is the angel disguised with a devil's face, but I hardly disagree with if that's what is intended. But yeah, children cling to their coins. That's obviously Hamil and the other child squeezing out their wisdom. Yeah, angels planning disguised. Rusties with devil's faces. Children cling to their, yeah, okay. Destruction and regeneration, you are the real enemy. Yeah, this is basically encapsulating the nature of the world that is presented in Attack on Titan and in our world as well, I guess. Always destruction, always regeneration. It's a never-ending cycle. Some say it's the cycle of hatred. I do think I do think it has been said in the comments, but I also think it's the cycle of death and rebirth, and of good and evil, and of the cruelty and the beauty. There are times of beauty, times of cruelty as well. Like they, so I really like that sentiment. Though I really think it's a sad one. But you know, the only memory left is trauma. Oh, Attack on Titan summed up in one line. Imaginary friends' kind words. The evening train was shaking. I purified the imperfect flowers. The pain in my heart getting higher. My comedy show at its peak. The frogs were crying on our way home. This is my last war. Don't know why frogs are crying. This comedy show reminds me a bit of Willy. It's like a mix of Hulk and Willy a bit. Purified the imperfect flowers. That's also a really sinister saying. The evening train was shaking. That's definitely someone in the train episode. I don't know. Perhaps each of these lines. Yeah, I do think each of these lines might stand for an episode, actually. Would that fit? This is episode 1, the only memory left is trauma. Yeah, there were imaginary friends' kind words. Is that when he meets Eren for the first time? The evening train was shaking. No, I do think the train was in episode 2, though. Never mind. But perhaps it's something like the storyline. Yeah. And then we have the chorus. Yeah, chorus. Yeah, chorus. And yeah, okay, so that was it. Yeah, that opening, man, I love the eerie. It is eerie because it's like this jolly music, hopeful, and it's just a war in the background. Like that's awesomely done, but it's so sad. So yeah. So now we get to the next one, which is actually Eren's eye opening, and that's all I saw from it. So let's see how much I would have gotten spoiled in the opening for part 2 of season 4. People have told me not to watch it. I didn't watch it. I managed to not see anything really. So let's just see. Yeah, let's actually see what it really is. Ooh, Eren and oh wait. I know I shouldn't stop this. I will not stop this. I will talk about it later. Mikasa, Armin, and the cell. Oh, what's that? Armin. Yeah, Armin again. Oh no, it's the rumbling. Hi, rumbling. Yeah. Ooh, coming for you. And we've got DNA. It's funny that there are DNA images and they don't have DNA yet. Oh, that's so sick. Him abandoning the freedom because that's not what he's about. Oh, in the past and present of both sides. Yeah. I love that he ignores the birds. It's exactly the symbolism that's right here. Oh yeah, that scene was awesome. Sleepy Peak, Galliard. Oh, Annie reawakening. Brilliant. Why is the Warhammer shown again? Ooh, Ymir, hi. And Yggdrasil. Yeah. Holy shit, man. Ooh, I love that, man. That's so dark, but it's foreshadowing a lot. Oh, and yeah, the rumbling comes there. Who are they? Are they the original ones? Yeah, I do think I see Annie on the right with Bertolt. They were so small. I love the animation style, like season 1 animation with this. Yeah, and there he turned into. Yeah, that's it. I know that's it because I saw the butterfly as well. Like, okay, so this one is really dense. Let's go through it. I hope I get everything. So first of all, this is what made me immediately be like, yeah, you see the paths here. So this is obviously old mate hatred. I've been going forth about old mate hatred. So the idea that the hatred of the alien people through the paths channeled into Eren all his life. And that is one of the reasons why there's hate in him. In it potentially, and we might have already discussed it in a live stream by now when this is on YouTube. But one of the possibilities is that all the hate that Eren always felt was just his people's hate. So his people's hate was so strong that through the paths it all like got condensed in him, inside of him. But I do not think that's the case. I do think that was only the case when he got the attack time. Then it started. And I do currently think, and you might have changed my mind already when you watched this, but I do think that Eren was just a hateful as of a bee. And it was inside him, but it was pretty protected because they were inside the wall, so he could hate the Titans. He didn't have to hate people around him. He had something to vent it on, and no one would stop him. And then the Mikasa stuff happened, and then he like backstabbed 2 people and relished it and thought it was rightful and good. I do think it was rightful. I don't think it was good, of course. But even that, I do think people might argue me about. So my take from all of it is currently Eren was a hateful as of a bee, and then he got the attack tide, and this shit flooded into him, but it amplified that so much that it perhaps even overrode that he perhaps when he was a child was for freedom. But the amplification of the paths overrode this. So perhaps when he says, I want freedom, when he has the attack time, this is just the echo of his child's idea a bit. And we also have to keep in mind it's Armin's dream, not his. He's perverting Armin's dream of freedom with the rumbling. So yeah. So he's doing his hair, of course he is. In the Scylla, Mikasa, Armin again, but in another form, in Liberio. No, I do think it is. And now we switched over to the rumbling. Other thing might have also been. Yeah. This is the thing which makes it not work logistically, because they don't walk in a real line. Like they walk like, perhaps this is still Shiganshina, but in the real world they also walk like this, like not one row, more than one row. So yeah. But it's a cool visual, the Titans. Yeah, I do think this might still be Shiganshina. Not Shiganshina, Rose. This is them. Yeah, I do think the wall was here. I do think the wall was here. And they now go there. But I don't really care. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, this DNA thing with the Zeke, I mean, I don't have to talk about it. They're linked through the DNA, and the DNA is the thing Zeke is targeting. And in the end, the DNA is what Eren cleans. He does do that. It didn't matter a lot, but he at least saved some of his friends, even though he let 2 die knowingly. Didn't fight it, which is take it as you wish. Yeah, and there the rumbling comes as well. The sea, that's why the sea's there. I love this. This is so fucking great. He's just walking past the birds, not giving a fuck about them, because that's not his real thing. And then they fly away. They also fly away from him, by the way. It's awesome. Because that is the real truth. Oh, and yeah, there's the past. Grief. That is so weird seeing them in season 1, like the season 1 designs here in this animation. They don't look as good. Like, I have to say, Rainer here looks really shitty. Ymir looks a bit weird as well. I do think the season 1 designs were a bit more characteristic. I don't know if that's the right word. But yeah, these, of course. Or it might be another art style. Perhaps it's also just another art style. And this as well, like he walks on the walls between freedom and captivity, of course. And that is so awesome. Like the birds come, he doesn't give a fuck about them. It's so awesome, it just fly past. So these are, I think, Levi and Hanya. Yeah. I mean, we have to have them in the opening. We've got Zeke backstory. Oh, that's an awesome transition. Zeke playing with Tom and then transitioning to Beast. Yeah, they duke it out. Pix looks a lot sadder than I remembered her, but of course, I mean, she's doing this in the war. Galliard, I don't. Let's skip Galliard. This also, like, this Annie looks so clean, but it looks so desaturated. It might just be the opening style. This reminds me of Thousand Year Blood War Bleach animation, by the way. That's interesting. Yeah, Bertolt still with us. Is this Ehren or is this Armin? Can't really tell. I might be Child Ehren. Because this one Titan is, I think, the Ehren Titan from the end. No, it can't be. It's Armin standing in a nuke. It's Armin, I think. Yeah. Warhammer, for some reason, I don't know why that's there. So we've got Yggdrasil. I'm just going to call it like that. And again, the nature. I do think that the beauty of the world in nature is something the author like Isayama also wanted to portray that with the flowers and stuff. Because in the end we had other precious things. Like the flower is the same as the baseball and the shell. Like Armin's flower, so to speak, is the shell, and Mikasa's flower is the flower, you know. So it's the little thing they love. And but it is nature as well and connected to Yggdrasil here, because it was also what Ymir loved. Ymir also marveled at the flowers, the only thing, I guess, in her life that was not terrible. Which is, like, the weird thing is, she it was so weird that we never saw a real care for Rosemaria and Sina from Ymir. We just had that one hint that she would have loved to be with them rather than the king, and that's what she, in the end, wished had happened, but I mean, she never really acted on that. Like for example, if there was a spear thrown at Rose and a spear thrown at Fritz, who would she have taken the spear for? And I do think it would have been Fritz, which is so fucked, and again, the symbol of abandoning the children for something. But I digress. So we've got the rumbling here. It's awesome. The battleships. Yeah, we've got old Ehren, Shadow's Ehren. He really looks really cool. Yeah, and there's the child, because that's what he is. It's the child with the hate, like, put onto it. Because I do still think he never matured. Like, the child is still there, but it never grew up on its own because the hate clouded the development. So what happened to his face? This his future Titan? Might be. The Malians, yeah. Oh, there's the dude and the woman that got killed in Liberio, right? Is there anyone else I know? Because they might have reused models. No, I don't think so. No, I don't think so. No. Yeah, and then they, of course, run. Do we see someone here? No. They're all just like, oh, guess we'll die. So this shot, I'm interested in this. So who are they? I do think this is Annie, Rainer, Berthold. Krista, Emir, our three, of course. Yeah, and this is Sasha, Connie, and Jean. Or John and Connie, yeah. This is our team. How many did die? Died, got shelved, died. Oh no, that's Armin, but he died. I mean, they all technically died then, but yeah, and here died. I mean, a third. Someone said it, like 30% about it survive. It's funny. Yeah, 3 died. It's so funny. And the scarf, of course. And I love that she's looking towards the freedom. Like, scarf is her, of course, and Armin is the freedom. So I do think she symbolizes Armin here as well. And yeah, see, when she was young, she wanted to look up there as well. And Armin. And yeah. Didn't work out, I guess, because old Ehren comes in and is an asshole. Yeah, see, they're young here, and then he left them as well. See, it switches, and they're not with him anymore because they're not his primal thing. The hate is his primal thing. That is so cool. It was my favorite plot twist of the show. Ehren being a slave to hatred and not freedom. Yeah, see, there he is. Yeah, this is it. Like, this is also symbolizing all of it also already. Like, he's young, he gets the Tech Titan and starts the Scouts, and there the hatred completely takes over. This is the hatred for the Titans, and then this is the hatred for the humans, and then this is his solution. That's his path. Just hate. Yeah. And there it comes. I don't like the design that much, though. I have to admit, it looks weird. Like, what is that even? I mean, it looks like the spine thing we had. Yeah, and there he's crying in pain because he hates stuff, I guess. Yeah, and there are Titans, and there is the little beauty squashed by Eren because he doesn't care anymore. Anyway, brilliant. I hope you enjoyed this analysis of this opening, which was probably also very, very reaching. And we will just go to the lyrics of this beautiful, beautiful thing. Which is the next opening? The Rumbling, it's called. Yeah, it's called The Rumbling. I hope this is from Eren's perspective. So let us actually see. It is perhaps from beware, rumbling is coming, rumbling, beware coming for you. That might be either desperate people or Eren. All I ever wanted to do was to do right things. I never wanted to be the king, I swear. Yeah, he did. That's funny. That's funny. That's funny. I do think he did. All I ever wanted to do was save your life. I never wanted to grab a knife, I swear. Yeah, I love the I swear. Like, if the I swear wasn't here, it would be the thing everyone seems to, or not everyone. Some people do think Eren just was for freedom, and like his pure motive in the end was freedom at the cost of his conscience and like burdening him with the actions. And that's like he's the noble hero that brought the freedom in the end, and he didn't. By the way, not even that, but you know, it's like this, I swear, like I love this, I swear. It's like, I didn't want to do anything bad, I swear. You know, it's like, this is like, it sounds very ironic. Or like justifying the actions. I mean, it also starts small. Tearless, fearless, burning, burning, you tell me what I have missed, still wandering in the deep mist. Yeah, the mist of hatred. Though, yeah. If I lose it all, slip and fall, I will never look away. If I lose it all, lose it all, lose it all. If I lose it all outside the wall, live to die another day, I don't want anything, I'm just here to beware. Yeah. It is, I'm just here to end all of you. Like, yeah. If I lose it all, slip and fall, I will never look away. Yeah. This as well, if I lose it all, he's prepared to lose all his friends, I guess. Reaching. All of this, of course, might be reaching, but I can't wait for the discussions we will have. Some were already had when you watch this, if you're on the channel watching this. But, you know, I can't wait for them present me. So because it's so complex, I love it. All I ever wanted to do was know what's out there. I refuse to lose without a fight. Oh yeah. Wow. Oh. Nah, he didn't. That's also, I wanted to do was know what's out there, and yeah, that's Armin's thing, and he corrupted it. We are just too young, ignorant, and innocent. Like, kids stay up all night in a tent. Oh yeah, how do you see me? And am I who I used to be? Awesome lyrics, man. We're just too young. Because he never grew up. Yeah, ignorant and innocent. Because in a way, I do think the little Eren inside that we saw is still perhaps even innocent. Perhaps that's also the Eren from before he killed the raiders in Mikasa's home. But I don't think that makes that much sense. But yeah, perhaps he sees it like that. How do you see me? Oh yeah. Am I who I used to be? Yeah, that also, like, questioning if his choices are making him a different person, which they do, or if it's also perhaps just the will of his ancestors and future people. I mean, until the rumbling stops. Nobody knows what's inside of me. Nobody knows. Yeah. If I lose it all, yeah, okay, we had that. If I lose it all, yeah, okay. Oh, that was it. Rumbling coming for you. Yeah, it's just his like hate and hatred encapsulated in words. I mean, it's pretty straightforward if you know what these things mean, I think. Like the lyrics, I do feel I get them a lot better than when I just was like being like, I have no clue what's going on. So let us actually see what the next one is. So now we are already at the first movie. And I will just wait till these weird trailers are over. The advertisements, so you don't have to see them. They tried to sell you a laptop just now, so... Okay, so there we are. There we are. Penultimate opening of Attack on Titan. Let's see what I missed. Oh, seems to be Mikasa. Yep, it's Mikasa. Yeah, Azir, the other one. Ooh, Ymir looking at the death. I wonder what she's thought. She probably thought, wow, Eren, you're toxic. Yeah, see, there's little Eren. I saw it. I said it. Wow. Yeah. Poor little boy that never was. Oh. Oh no, I'm gonna cry. Oh no, I'm gonna cry. Oh no. Oh man. Oh god, fuck you. Man, she was such a beast. Holy shit. Yeah. And there they go. Yeah, why Eren? This is where he gets the dream that will corrupt the world. And him. Holy fuck, that was also so dark. And again, the flower is destroyed. That is also the thing. Oh god, I paused again. I'm sorry, I will let it run. Hi, Klonsieg. Yeah, all of them one last time. I really like this last battle. I've heard somewhere that some people found it anime-esque, and it, of course, it is because it's an anime and it is a shonen. But yeah, I really liked it. I like the final battle where everyone gets together. I also don't give a shit that they like shouldn't be able to stand against all the Titans, perhaps, and stuff. I don't care. Perhaps Emir's subconsciously repressed them a bit. Oh, little Eren crying, yeah. Interesting. Interesting and awesome. Yeah, the thing I was saying with the little things that get destroyed, that is also something like that's Zeke's plot, like not redemptive thing, because he understands there are little things that are beautiful, whatever happens, even if the world is horrid. Which is basically he should have like talked to Mikasa before, like he did all the shit, because she could have told them the world is cruel and beautiful. She could have told them that in season 1, I guess. But Zeke didn't know. Zeke didn't know. Yeah, but the thing is, Eren also vanquishes that. The Rumbling does vanquish that as well, because he's for G, the big G, and the big G eradicates all little things for people as well, not only the evils. That is also so heavy if you think about it. I have seen people badmouth rightfully in many parts, either Marley or Eldia, which like I badmouth them as well a lot. But all of these people, and because the writing was so on point, all of them were human, and you got that. So all of them had their little things. Even fucking Gross had his shitty sons. So, and even Alma, the dumb C, she even had the Queen Bee. She had the glamour, and the jewelry, which is like very vain. But I mean. Yeah, so Mikasa wants him to come home, which he of course doesn't want because he doesn't care enough. We've got, what's his name, Halil. A boy who Eren mercilessly murdered, by the way. Here, we see him dead, crushed by a rock, and Ymir like, yeah, he's pretty toxic as well. If Mikasa can go of this toxic piece of work, I can see that it's done. So, oh god, yeah. I love that it's little Eren and they all run to him. Little Eren and little Ymir. Ymir also never grew up, so it's also a cool parallel. But it's also so interesting. Ymir never grew up because of love, and Eren never grew up because of hate, by the way. I love the antithetical things in this show so much. There's so much done with them. Yeah, and the Titans, they look, I mean, yeah, they are a thing. the Lehren. And now we've just got scenes. I mean, Hanya death, I will skip it. This is so interesting as well. Like, this is the scene where Eren steals Armin's dream and puts the hate on it, and in the end, that leads to the rumbling. So sad. Like, you would think in the start of the anime, they just have this little childish dream, which is awesome and wholesome, but here it's not wholesome. Here it's wholesome. Yeah. Because Armin did understand very early that it's the little things. Because what's shown here is also a leaf. Just a little leaf with a droplet of morning dew. Nothing big. He talks about the vast deserts of ice and stuff, but he always looks at that picture with the leaf. I love that. Yeah, we don't need the seppuku of this dude again. This is like so symbolic. I love that scene. I remember watching that scene in the episode. I was like, exactly right. Yeah, and there's battle. As I said, it's a shonen. I love my big shonen final showdown where everyone takes part. My headcanon is that Ymir did stop some of the Titans from murking them. Or Eren did. Though I do think it's Ymir. No, it has to be Eren because... No, it has to be Eren because he... No, it's Eren because he uses the founder, the Warhammer for them. I think, so yeah. Yeah. The sky of freedom. Awesome. So what are these lyrics gonna tell me? Can't wait. Saigyo no Kyojin, the name is. But what is the English version? Okay, so let's see. So, oh, I by the way, I hope you can read them. Those seeking hands yearning for something are stained with sunset, and those rushing feet heading towards somewhere ground people to dust. Yeah. Are stained with sunset. That's so cool. Because they are fueled by the sun, and it's visible, the Titan. The last Titan. Yeah. Let loose like an arrow. Yeah. He does use arrows as well. The slave that once dreamt of freedom. Awesome, the slave. Yeah, because he's a slave now. To hatred. Watched many offered hearts pass on and became a bird drenched in red. Yeah. A bird drenched in blood. Also watched many offered hearts pass on. That is, of course, meaning the scouts you saw die, but also is all the people who offered their heart to Ymir, so to speak, a bit. Her ancestors. Not ancestors, the other way, to the other direction. The path paved with corpses reaches beyond the ocean. Obviously what that means. On the heels of war, with the rumbling of the earth and tower, the path just moving forward, yeah. Sinking its roots into the horizon at dusk, awaiting someone. Mikasa, I do think he's looking for Mikasa here. Might also be that, I mean, Ymir is also waiting, but yeah. We're not slaves when we're born. All of us are free. With ostentation, we live in a fiction till trueness becomes realness. Kill me if you can. Show me your justice, and more than just words. We will keep moving forward beyond the broken walls. Yeah, is that to Mikasa? End me if you can. Yeah, because this might also imply that he's not sure if Mikasa can do it, actually, which is interesting. I'm not even sure he knew the Titans would be gone, by the way. I don't think he really knew. I do think he only knows that Mikasa will do something good and, like, save them somehow, perhaps, yeah. We will keep moving forward beyond the broken walls. Yeah, I mean, the broken walls are broken because you broke them with a rumbling. So, I mean, it's also cool that Eren broke the walls down, literally. And, yeah. When we're born, all of us felt free, yeah. But we're not. Are we? Because the thing is, even when someone is born, there will be always something you... Like, always, you're a slave to something, always. You just don't know it yet. In this cruel world of walls, no matter where you try to escape, chased by the setting sun, your wings are torn, waiting for the dawn song with bated breath. Yeah. And because he was caged by the walls of fate, so... But he didn't fight them. He did fight the real walls, but not the walls of fate, which I really hated, actually. But I loved it. I hated it that he didn't fight enough, because it is left very ambiguous what exactly he tried to change the future, so to speak. But it did sound to me, and this is really interpretation, it could be interpreted, and he just couldn't. He tried 1,000 times. But he really was like, oh, I can't change it. Like, I tried it twice, a bit half-heartedly, so whatever. I can finally live out my power fantasy of destroying the world. And also make Mikasa happy a bit, perhaps. Even though he didn't. Like, she clung onto him still, to the scarf, to the idea of him as the pure person, which he never was. Like, she realized in the end that the person in her head was not the person in front of her, and that's why. Like, she kept the scarf because that's the person in her head she loved, and the real person died. So, yeah. But this is just childish sentiment, so accept it and swallow it down. If you want to level the forest of the world, you'll have to cut down that tree. Oh, that's awesome. That's an awesome line. That's wow. What's that? What's that line? If you want to level the forest of the world, which means this hateful thing, you have to cut down that tree, which is the tree of Titans. So this is the very short-sighted idea of, if I end the Titans, the forests of the world will be gone, because people will be civilized. The Browse way will be done then. And I love that. It's obviously wrong, because if you just cut down one tree, two others will sprout. You know, but yeah, the distant pain born from human desires, since echoing through the ages. That is also, again, the things in his mind. So, the one who's wrong is now just me. The last Titan could only hold alone. Yeah. That is interesting. That is interesting. This implies that it's sung in the background a bit, so it's perhaps the child coming through, trying to get through the memories. I know I'm reaching a lot in these interpretations, but it's so much fun. In dreams that embrace the past, we cycle through meetings and farewells. What kind of flowers will bloom in your spring 2,000 years from now? That sounds like Ymir, but I don't know. I do think it might actually be Eren asking his race in the future. But it might be Ymir. The dreams that embrace the past recycled through meetings and farewells. Yeah. We are not comrades. We've been alone since birth, doing falsehoods and dunning fiction until we changed the invasion into an advance. Awesome. The effects of propaganda on the mind. It's not an invasion, it's just an advance. It's just a forward-going defense. It's just measurements, precautions. No matter how many times you lose your way, we will continue to move forward until we are rewarded. So go on without forgiving the sin. Yeah, I like that he didn't want to be forgiven. Yeah, and so he eradicated the giants from this world. He did. But it didn't really matter. New giants would come, perhaps other things. You know, I would love a spin-off in space where the little boy who found the tree did some other thing, and like there are no space aliens or something. And I don't know. Isayama could do so much. That's so cool. So do we actually see what? Yeah. I mean, it's really cool. I love that Eren in part thinks he's right and in part knows he's so fucking wrong, and in part struggles against fate and against the memories. Like, he was the most unfree person in the show, even more unfree than Ymir, I feel, because Ymir was only bound by like, she was bound the longest, I feel, but not I feel, I know, but Eren was bound the biggest. So if that makes sense grammatically, I don't know. So last one. Let's see what we have in store for the last one. Also, we could watch. But I might watch opening. I might watch opening, ending the ending 3 again, because you all told me I will be blown by the foreshadowing, but that could be so much fun. So we start off with Carla holding Eren, and let's just see where this goes. Yeah, I do think it's the same. Is it the same song that Gosha going at Ymir, looking at him? Ooh, yeah. There he went. Yeah, that was the same start as the ending 3, I think, but it's changed now. Ooh, the theme of the first opening. Yeah, this moment that shot the arrow, that moment where he saved her. I don't even know if this is even an opening. And he's a bird of wrath. Wow, that's awesome. So many memories, him going for Bertolt. Wow, yeah. Yeah. That's so awesome, man. The forest scene was so much better in hindsight. I was just so anxious that nothing would be talked about anymore, but yeah. And there they all go. Oh, this is such an anime shot. It's such an anime thing. Yeah, I love that the opening 1 stuff is back. Oh, that was short. I don't even know if this was an opening thing. We'll just see. We'll just see. That was fun, but there was not much to see. It was just him like symbolizing, like shooting the arrow, symbolizing him advancing into the future with hatred. Because it's burning. Burning is hated anger. That's why the arrow is burning in the opening of season 1. But yeah, let's see if there's actual lyrics or if I just... No, actually, I just watched some weird stuff. Anyway, it was fun. Hope you enjoyed it as well. And yeah, we will, of course, have more Attack on Titan content on the channel. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not halfway finished with anything. We will do rewatch as well. Rewatch parties where you will just have the timer on the screen. I will do it live. You can just sync up when you join. And if you can't make it, like, you can still watch it in the live stream tab. So, on the channel. So, hope you will enjoy that. Anyway, take care of yourself and I will see you around. Bye. Also, if you want to support my horror content, check out volume 1 of my horror series called Remnants of the Old Truth, which is available for free as an audiobook on Vidith22's horror channel. Link is pinned in the comments. Thank you so much for watching and take care.